Yes, thank you, Beth. It was very exciting to see all the numbers of people rolling in on registration. It's a very exciting program. I'm really looking forward to everybody learning more about it today. Okay. I'm going to continue to let people in from the waiting room, but I am going to kick us off today. Welcome everyone for today's launch of our very auspicious and exciting online professional development program. I'm Karen Lee, your IIMC's Communications Officer, and it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Beatrice Rodriguez, IIMC's Director of Professional Development. It might be your first time meeting Dr. Rodriguez, and I'm glad it'll be for this particular session, where she's going to give an overview of a very groundbreaking program for IIMC that she's been working so hard to develop. So, Dr. Rodriguez, I hand the microphone to you.
Good morning, everybody. It's so exciting to see all your faces, and some of which are very familiar to me. So good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. And I'm so thankful that you all decided to come and join us for this informational session on the new online professional development program that was developed especially for you for the year 2022. This program, you should know, was designed to give access to those of you who otherwise wouldn't have any opportunity to attend any kind of professional development. Maybe there's no institute, or maybe there's a break in the institute, or maybe you just need that last point to get your CMC or your MMC designation. So that's what it's for, and it's all here for you. I do want to say that you should continue to rely on your institutes and your academies to get your core education. These are just little additives that I've decided to provide to you just to kind of either get your feet wet. Maybe you're a new CMC and you want to take a course to see what it's like. Again, it's designed for that platform, and it's also designed for those of you who are just wanting to get that last point in to get the overall designation. These courses are 2 hours a session. So basically you're going to be getting one CMC education point or one MMC Advanced Education point per session. I'm offering 2 sessions per quarter. There's 4 quarters in a year, so you'll get 8 sessions per year that you'll have an opportunity to attend any online program that you find curious or that you want to attend. A topic kind of resonates with you, you'll be able to do that. So what I do want to say is I did review all of the questions of the things that you were hoping to learn through this program. And I just want to say overall that this program or this information session is not designed to tell you how to obtain your CMC or your MMC. We still leave that to Kelly Sixon, who is our certification manager, and she is always available by appointment to answer your certification questions. This is simply to give you some online components of various topics that I've heard from the membership that we want to present to you. So this month, or in March, this is the last day of February, but for March, I have 2 new exciting sessions coming your way. The first one is going to be on March 17th, and that one is going to be the Leveraging Your Superpowers Using Strength-Based Leadership. And that's going to be by Dr. Cindy Walker. She will be facilitating that conversation. And then the following week, you'll have the opportunity to attend the Ethics in Action by Mr. George Hicks, who is an MBA and a specialty in this area. Each of those sessions start at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But the most important thing that I want to let you know is that even if that time does not work for you, you can still register for your seat. And since you paid for your seat, you'll be given a link to attend that paid session, and you can take that course at a time that's most convenient for you. So again, this is really about trying to provide some convenience to those of you who can't take this course at this given time. You can take it at your leisure, and you'll still be able to access the assessment and then you'll be able to receive your certificate to turn into our department for those points. And the topics that we're having this year coming up, beside the two that I just mentioned, we're going to be doing some effective grant writing strategies, some community engagement with regard to citizen volunteers, kind of how to activate them, some more leadership broad topics, some addressing diversity in your workplace with a little bit of a splash on the HR component, and some how to manage your stress with a little bit of the HR component built in. So what we did was we wanted to survey and take some of your ideas of the topics you wanted to hear, and I'll be taking those into consideration to shape our future courses for you moving forward. And with that, I'll hand that back to you, Karen.
Perfect. I just want to remind everyone that today's session is focused on the online professional development program specifically. We did receive a lot of questions and a lot of inquiry about other elements of education, including how to obtain your CMC and your MMC, and your specific strategy for obtaining designation. And that is very helpful information for us as a department and as an organization, but we are going to focus on the online professional development program during this session. I will also post some links in chat for helpful videos on all things MMC and all things CMC. And hopefully you can look at those videos on your own time at your leisure and get some of your questions, some of your more general questions about that answered. I also posted a link for scheduling a meeting with Kelly Sigson if you want to talk about your specific certification strategy. So I am going to open the floor for specific online professional development program questions. And yeah, I have one already from Michelle Smith asking if the education and professional development needs to review these programs that Dr. Rodriguez is putting together.
That hasn't been, that has not happened. They're actually leaving that to me. That was actually the goal and objective that I was charged with coming on board with IIMC. So these are not courses that are being reviewed by any of our educational bodies at this time, no.
Okay. Another question is there a timeline on how soon we should complete a course if we can't be there live?
I don't believe there's a timeline. Again, these are designed to be convenient for you. I would say that they should be at least completed before year's end so you can get your certificates to hand in for the points within that timeline if you're looking to obtain your certification.
Are these courses different from the Athenian dialogue courses?
They are. That's a really good question because I did have many other members ask me about that. These courses do not function like an Athenian dialogue. And what I mean by that is there's no attendance only or points. This online professional development program is designed for you to attend the course, engage in that course, and do the assessment in order to get your certificate to be used towards your designation.
Okay. I see a question from Whitney Crook. Whitney, you're welcome to unmute your mic and ask if you'd like to.
Yes, I was trying to type and hit the send button accidentally. My question, I guess, is the easiest instead of typing it in the chat because I might hit that button again. Are all of these courses going to be points towards CMC? So in other words, will every course will have a CMC score attached to it?
Yes, so you will get the 1 point, the 1 CMC Education point, or you'll get the 1 MMC Advanced Education point for any of these sessions.
Okay, that's all I had. I'll try not to mess up the chat again.
That's no mess up at all. Okay, Dr. Rodriguez, you mentioned that there will be 8 sessions per year. Will there be a maximum number of points that can be used for the CMC and MMC education points?
Again, that's going to be a Kelly Sixon question. All I am doing is providing the allotted points per hour according to our education guidelines. And then you'll do your assessment, you'll get your certificate, you'll turn those certificates into our certification manager, and she will make that determination specific to your situation and how you can obtain that designation.
And Kara Paxton asks, are there maximum number of participants that can view or join the class at a time?
I think we decided up to how many can we do per session?
500 per session. And of course, since they're going to be on demand afterwards, there's that opportunity also for asynchronous education.
Correct.
Kara says, woohoo.
That should be plenty.
So I'd like to ask, has anyone who's joining us today, has anyone signed up already for courses? Oh, good. A number of you. And are there any maybes? I know some people responded maybes on the fence. Are there any maybes out there who will now register for a class or closer to registering for a class than before? Oh, there is a question about the cost of each of our courses.
Yeah, so the good news with our costs is I've made them very affordable. Each of the courses this year are only going to cost you $50, with the exception of one. The Leveraging Your Superpowers comes with a strengths assessment that is in addition, but for the most part, I intend to keep the courses very affordable, so that way I'm hoping to knock down any barriers that you may see to getting to any of our online professional development courses. I also saw that somebody asked how long the courses are, and they're 2 hours each. So each session is 2 hours.
Oh, Victoria has already registered for the first 2 in March. That's very exciting. Would these courses qualify for reimbursement through an IIMC scholarship?
That's a good question that I don't have an answer to at the moment, but I'll write that down and I will look into that for sure.
Okay, terrific. Well, what I can do is add the links again in the chat for individuals who have joined us late. They may not have seen it in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and repaste it in. Also, the link for this video will be available on our YouTube channel as well, and I will include all of the links that I've included in chat will be in the description for this video. So let me put these. I'm really excited to hear that we have more people registering. And let me also include the link to this video, which will be available later this afternoon. Okay, Toby asks, are the links to attend classes throughout the year up already, or are they forthcoming?
They'll be forthcoming. Because this is a new program, I'm still building out, but I'm working very hard, I assure you, to get the next quarter up. And as soon as I do, we'll make sure to publish them on our website and all the places that our communications officer typically posts them.
Okay. Terrific. Let me see, any additional questions? Yay, I see a lot of love for our online professional development program. And I will also back up Dr. Rodriguez's statement about working very hard. I've seen her whiteboard, so I know that there are a lot of great, wonderful sessions that are in process and planning now. Thank you for making these affordable. Thank you for your interest in these programs. Okay. Wonderful. Well, it seems like we will continue to receive your input throughout, of course, on the topics of interest to you and topics in general that are interest to you, matters that are of interest to you in general for IIMC as an organization. Let's see. Dr. Rodriguez, I don't see any additional questions. Is there anything you'd like to close with?
I'm just really excited for all of you. I truly enjoy education. I love being a part of it. I really specifically love bringing it to you in the online platform. I think it's going to be the most convenient way to getting it out there to you at a time that's most convenient to you. I want to thank you for all your hard work. I know you all work so hard, and we're supposed to be post-COVID, and that was very hard, but you all made it through. So big ups to yourself for that. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself lots of love and grace, and just know that I'm working really hard for you. I really want to make these things convenient, affordable, and just quality for you, so that way you can continue to get your designations. And I look forward to seeing all of you. I'll be helping moderate those courses, so I look forward to seeing you all there throughout the year. Continue to send me your suggestions or thoughts, and I'll do my very best to work them in as we move forward. But until then, thank you again for everything that you do. And I'm happy to be a big part of this new education initiative.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. And I'm going to close by answering two questions. One is regarding payment by PayPal. Currently, that is the only way that we can accept payment through a credit card. So you don't need to have a PayPal account, but you do need to have a credit card. And also, there is a calendar. There's now a calendar on our website for this session, so you can sign up for an alert. And so whenever we post a new program, you will receive either a text or email, whichever you choose, alert for that session. Okay, and I think that's our session for today. As I mentioned before, the link for this session will be available on YouTube this afternoon. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you all. Have a good day.